Hello, everyone. My name is Dylan, and welcome back to another episode of Crabby Morning. I am joined with,
Liam.
Kayla.
John.
and today we are doing the time capsule episode. In this episode, we're going to be discussing what we think our lives are going to be 10 years from now. I wanted to start this off by asking a question. If you went back 10 years, what would your younger self think that your current self was going to be like? Um, does anyone have any interesting thoughts about that?
Liam wanted to be an astronaut.
Well, I thought I would be an astronaut, which would be very cool because space is just so amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the possibility of finding life out there or just, building a new home out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be a video game designer. That was actually the first job that I considered doing. But when I got like more into like middle school, I think I started realizing that like it's a good job, but you have to be very passionate for it because like you don't get paid very well when you're a video game designer sometimes. But that was probably what I thought that I was going to be right now is designing video games or maybe doing something else digitally or something with like perhaps making something with media or marketing, which is kind of what I'm doing, but not with video games.
Hmm.
I honestly didn't know what I wanted to be like for my future self. I'm kind of just now trying to figure it out still.
Mm-hmm.
I like science, I always have. So I'm kind of leaning towards the direction of a scientist of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm currently studying for microbiology, but that could change because, interests change. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not just about like what job you're gonna have, but like what kind of person are you gonna be, and like what do you think your experiences will be down the road?
I want to be a CEO of my own company.
Oh, nice.
Make your own rules.
I
Exactly.
figured it'd be better than, world domination. But, we can't all get what we want.
Yeah.
What about you, John?
10 years ago, I was 10. And I would say I was thinking I was going to be on X Factor.
Oh, yeah?
Hmm.
Yup. And I was going to sing a little song. And everyone would say, wow, this is so much, so beautiful. Nothing like we've ever seen before. Be famous. But then I thought for a little while, and then I wanted to be like an interviewer for shows and stuff. And then I wanted to be a weatherman. And then I wanted to be a writer, a film photographer, a music producer, a dancer, a violinist. Yeah. So, and now that I am older, I think about how there is so much, how none of us really, it's not as like straight lined as we make it seem from our childhood. Like we don't, it's not like from our childhood we say, oh well, I'm gonna be a police officer for when I grow up, and that's just how it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's multiple different
I
jobs
was
that you
made to
have.
be a police officer. I've been singing since I was a kid, so I'll be a singer.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like, it's so much more broad as a adult because there's so much to do, so many things you can do, so many other things to weigh in.
Yeah.
And I
So
don't
many
think I could have
options.
envisioned where I would be.
Yeah, it's a big decision to like know what you want to do for the rest of your life, and I think that like farther down the road, that's still gonna change like maybe a few times. Not for everybody, like because some people do know what they want to do from a really young age, but a lot of people it takes a long time to find your true passion, and it's okay to take time and reflect on like what you want to do because that's how you make progress and that's how you grow.
Mm.
All right. What are you guys? Have you guys found your true passions yet?
I have many a passion, but what do you guys want to do with your passions?
I would like to be right now I'm good. I'm really good at English. So I thought about being an author or possibly a writer for um
Something.
something for mass communications.
Okay.
I would say because that's also very broad because
Yeah.
usually when you're an English major, everyone asks you if you want to be a teacher.
That's
But
the
I
first go-to.
yeah, but I don't want to be a
No.
teacher. So
All right.
it,
Lan?
No, I have, well, I guess probably cooking. Probably be a private chef or something. That would be pretty cool because I'd be my own boss. I'd work my own hours. Maybe work for one person or multiple people, cooking food for them. I wouldn't be in a restaurant type setting.
Cool.
It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I have a many a passion. One of which being I want to be an extra in a movie. Just the extra though.
Oh yeah.
Just in the background, so if you blink, you miss me. That's what I want to do.
Mm.
I also want to be a scientist. I also want to be a CEO of a company. And I also want to just be financially stable
Mm.
and not really have to worry about income
Yeah.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I want to inspire others to follow their passions as well.
mm-hmm.
So, kind of like, I guess a mentor, if that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a mentor. And just see where life goes from there.
What are the goals that not including jobs, but goals that you guys want to accomplish outside of what you're trying to do for a living?
Ah. Well.
You're cooking something, John. What is it?
It's cooking, and it's not cooking. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably, I would say a goal that I would want to do or achieve is to be able to at least play 3 songs on the guitar because I had been playing the guitar for a little bit, but it's been on and off. But recently, I've been getting back into it and just been enjoying it a lot more because I had time to think about it. Because at first I was like, "Oh, why did I buy that? This sucks. It's taking too long." Then I got back into it and actually sat down and kept practicing, and then I started making music and not just random sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is a lot more fun.
I think the best thing is when, especially for music, is that when you can apply the stuff that you learned into a song that you're creating or anything, any other piece of art. I think that that's where that type of teaching shines. And when you have a goal like that to learn 3 songs, I think that that really motivates you to get it done. And I think you can.
Yeah. Also, another goal that I'd like to achieve is to go back to martial arts and get my black belt and probably be a teacher for martial arts because I also enjoyed doing that because I'd occasionally teach the children's class and beginners class, and I found that to be a lot of fun to do.
Cool.
Yeah, I think for me, I would like to keep learning about different things, and I find it's better to learn when you're not really in like a classroom setting. Even though yes, I'm in college and I'm learning all these different subjects, but it's important to have a balance between that and the things that you're very passionate about learning about. And I would like to do that more. Maybe experience different places and just more traveling. I would love to get a lot of that done because that's something that interests me. What do you guys think?
I I'd definitely say traveling would be another thing that I would love to do in the future. To just go to a place I've always wanted to go, which is Japan and New Zealand. Those are the 2 places I've wanted to go, and also Germany. Those are the top 3 places that I've wanted to travel to the most. Cause...
Oh, okay. Mine's England, Ireland, and Japan.
Mine's Australia, England, and Germany.
Do you have any places you wanted to visit, John?
Other than Italy.
I'd probably want to explore the other side of the United States. It's lonely here on the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like there's so much of the country to explore. Also, I don't know, I don't have the capacity to even think about where I'm gonna be from 10 years from now.
I get what you're saying, John. I'm more of in the moment, day by day kind of person, because when people ask me at school, where do you see yourself 10 years from now? I just say, I don't know. I'm just living now.
Yeah.
Can I just focus on today?
That makes sense.
That's true. Well, I mean, I also like it's also something to note that I thought of where sometimes there's two sides to the future. Like there's the stuff that you don't expect, and then the things that you kind of change to make the future different.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely stuff that like we're not gonna know about that's gonna change our future. But I think it's that how we use those new experiences that helps us steer towards a different direction, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
But because of that, it's hard to really know like what the future's gonna be. But it's just no matter where you're at, it's always about it being a positive experience.
Yes. You can do whatever you want because you are in the driver's seat. You can achieve anything if you have the will to do it. And it's just a matter of how badly you want it.
So, I guess since this is a time capsule, and I always think of how I was like 10 years ago, how would you describe your life right now in one word?
Pleasant.
Weird.
Good.
Meh.
Okay.
Meh. And then I guess what's gonna be interesting is seeing even like a year from now, we'll still be the same. You'll still be good. I'll still be meh.
And who knows? Maybe it'll be the same in the future as it is now.
Oh,
You never know.
cries. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. Life is weird.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you like our podcast to be in the future?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I just like what we're doing now. Just kind of just talking amongst ourselves, just tackling a bunch of different topics and just kind of just discussing about it.
If I'm be honest, it doesn't really matter where it goes, because I think it's not about the publicity of what we're doing, but it's about the message that we send to people, and just that we're very passionate about the subject, that this all the subjects that we're talking about, and passionate about doing this podcast. And that's all that I really care about.
Yeah. No, to elaborate more on that. So when we first did this podcast, it was Dylan, Kayla, and I. John was there in the room, but he was asleep. But shout out to John. Anyways, it was more of a joke, really. But then we're just joking around with the idea, and then we're just decided, hey, this Saturday, why don't we just do the podcast? And we're like, oh yeah, we're all excited, really energized about it. We get here, and then we're a little nervous at first. We start doing it. Then once we get our groove, it wasn't that bad. Then we're so excited, full of life. And we spent literally the whole day just planning our schedule, everything about this podcast. It was pretty great, honestly.
Yeah.
It's very therapeutic in a way for me, because I can get my opinions out there. And I just obviously just being part of the podcast and talking. And it's something to look forward to every other week. And I just want to see how I grow from it in the
Yeah.
future.
Well, it's good to be, heard as well. Like the people that are going to be on the podcast in the future, I'm sure they really appreciate just, talking about their feelings and what they're very passionate about. And that's what stuff like this is all about, is just being, open and honest about what you're trying to discuss in a very honest way.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Oh, real.
Mm.
Oh, real.
But yeah, to go back to the question, I don't know how the podcast will go, but really it doesn't matter. I'm just glad to be here.
I'm just focusing in the here and now, what we're doing now. But how do you see things going in the perceivable future 10 years from now?
Pretty good, honestly. I see growth, change, inspirement. Is that a word? I don't think
Inspiration.
it is. Inspiration.
Well, it can be a word if enough people use it.
I'm gonna make that a word.
We can only grow or stay the same, but we can't go down. You know what I'm saying?
A sense of community and family in a way, bonding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd like to be in a point where I can try to help other people with their life problems and not just be like same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have as much life experience as I would want to. And I'd see that as like a jail block from helping some people that I would like to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something I would look forward to.
But yeah, to really get a handle on life is to just always be stepping out of your comfort zone, trying out new things, doing something you never think you'd ever do. Like, I honestly never thought I'd be doing this, and this is stepping outside my comfort zone. And turns out I enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. Like it's nice to do. Like you, that's really all I got to say about it, to be honest.
It's just nice.
Yeah,
absolutely. And a few words. I like it.
All right, Dylan, why don't you finish this off with the question of the day?
Okay. The question of the day is, do you believe that the future is entirely unpredictable, or do you think that there is a way to lean it in your favor? And what is a goal that you yourself would like to work towards? Thank you guys very much. As always, like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have an awesome day today.